Going to Canada, we already knew what happened in Monaco between Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly and Alpine. And it has been a boiling issue in which we knew Bruno Farmin had a lot of thoughts about who to start or how to start the race. But fortunately, he had to bring Esteban Ocon, and Esteban Ocon has announced himself leaving Alpine at the end of the season. We don't know the team he's going yet, but I'm suspecting it could be Haas or Audi. That being said, it could be Haas or Alpine because Carlos Sainz should be going to Williams. So that being said, it seems Alpine are still keen on holding on to Gasly. And this is why. During the race in Canada, the Alpine had a very good race all through the wet and the dry. They were impressive. They were competitive. It was beautiful outing for them. But towards the end of the race, the team felt Esteban Ocon's car was slower. That could be politics within the team. But they felt Esteban Ocon's car was slower. It should give Pierre Gasly the opportunity to chase after the VCAB ahead of him if he can overtake the VCAB. That was about 4 laps or 5 laps to the end of the race. So it was told to Esteban Ocon to allow Pierre Gasly to pass, in which Esteban Ocon slightly and intelligently refute the command and was asking questions for like 2 or 3 laps that why should they allow him pass? There's no possibility that he will be able to chase him down, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Now, 2 laps to the end of the race, he allowed him pass. Now, a lap to the end of the race, he knew he cannot catch up. He was now asking for the place back. Now, the team said, no, they are not giving the place back. That's how the race was going to end. He was angry. He was nagging. He was not happy. Now, let us break it down. If the team had a good intention to be like, okay, let's see if we can chase Ricciardo down and score more points, it's a good intention for the team. So they had like 5 laps or 4 laps to do that. Esteban Ocon give this guy the space to quickly challenge him. He's on better tires, a strategy that was well structured than what you are on. Let him chase him down. If he had been unable to chase Ricciardo down, would the team have reversed it? We are not sure. But if he had chased him down, he might have overtaken him, and that could have given Esteban Ocon an opportunity on the last lap to also overtake Ricciardo, because Ricciardo would have won his tire out. Now, on Esteban Ocon's part, he was thinking ahead of himself and thinking for the team that they want to play with his intelligence, or they want to game him, in which that was what happened. When you knew in your mind that they wanted to game you, why would you give him the chance to overtake you at the end of the day, asking for his back, when you knew you are taking 2 or 3 laps away from the time it would have taken for him to challenge the car ahead? I think Esteban Ocon had a lot to learn. He's making it difficult for himself to prove a point and fracturing his relationship with the team more, because the more he exposes himself with the team, the more the team has an opportunity to expose him, to tell everybody that this guy is just a bunch of unserious person. We told him to give a space and he refuted. Now, on the last lap, he's trying to fight for a face, which is not possible, because at that point, this guy will never be able to give it back. So, the team will always have a point. But how will Esteban Ocon manage his relationship with the team when he's already fracturing it? When he's already making it difficult for himself to be trusted? And also, the new team he's going to, I think those ones will be looking at him and be looking at, we need to know how to handle this guy so that he does not affect us, or he does not put us in a difficult or precarious situation in the future, which was one of the reasons why he was unable to hold on to the seat in Racing Point then, and he was left to go as a reserve driver for about 2 years in Mercedes. That was one of the reasons, because he never backs down. He argues a lot. He's a nice person. He's a very good person. He's a good driver, a very good fighter, but some of his weaknesses are what is speaking against him and is not allowing him to really have a place among the stars in driving, because if he's moving to another team and he's taking this behavior or character to that team, he might have a fractured relationship with them in that team that would not work for him. So I think Esteban Ocon should really look at himself and have some change of character, or work with some therapists that would help him out. And also, I think Alpine themselves should really have a time to sit down so that they won't be exposing themselves to everybody, and look at how they can manage the team now that they might be holding on to Gasly, who will be their major number 1 driver for the rest of the season, and who will be the support driver. I think that is what Alpine need to do before the end of the season. Let me know what you think about in the comment section.